Gruul isn't something that I play a lot here on the channel, but today we are trying something pretty spicy by converting small amounts of damage into lethal damage really quick, with its highest potential being a turn 4 one-shot. Alright guys, today we've got a really interesting deck here for the channel because I don't normally play things like Gruul too often, and when I do, it's got to be something a little bit more interesting than just trying to, beat the opponent quickly and, being a little bit aggro. Today we've got a bit of a more interesting win con, hopefully, if we can get there. There is some beatdown nature to this deck, but that's not the main objective of today's video. Today we're trying to focus on things like O'Hare and Faded Firepower. These two cards are going to be the key to this deck list because what's going to end up happening is we have a lot of things that are going to be dishing out 1 damage at a time, and things like O'Hare and Faded Firepower are going to turn those 1 damage pings into huge damage, because Faded Firepower basically says any damage that you're dealing is going to deal that plus whatever the number of X you have on this enchantment, and then also O'Hare says it's going to deal damage based on its power and whatever that is. So we've got things like the Innkeeper's Talent, right? Because if you can get the Innkeeper's Talent down and then pump up the damage or the power on O'Hare, and then you ping the opponent for 1 damage, let's say O'Hare's power is now 7, you're going to be dealing 7 damage instead. And then we also have things like Badger Mole Cub and early game package like the Elf, because we want to ramp really fast into a very big Faded Firepower, which is going to allow us to, in some cases, one-shot the opponent. Previously to recording, I was able to get double Badger Mole down, hit him with a Faded Firepower, and then one-shot him in a single turn on like turn 4. It was absolutely ridiculous. I didn't pull that quite of a combo off today, but it was pretty awesome. And the things we're going to be pinging the opponent with is things like the Needlehead, still a little sick, sorry. Things like Needlehead, which are going to deal 1 damage to the opponent whenever they draw a card. And then we've also got things like Sharpshooter, deals 1 damage whenever a creature hits the battlefield. And things like the Viper, which are, deal 1 damage when they cast a spell of value 3 or less. You guys see the idea here. Basically, we're just going to keep pinging the opponent for 1 damage. But really, it's going to be more like 5, 6, 7 damage at a time. It's really nice. It's a really fun way to win the game. And fairly consistent, actually. We had some pretty good games with this one. And I think you're going to enjoy the video. We're going to jump right into it, though. Thanks for watching and enjoy. Peace. All right, we're going first. Our hand looks good enough to keep for sure. Yeah, keep this. Before this video gets going too far, I just want to say a quick shout out and thank you to all of you guys yesterday for not only just watching the video that we posted, but a lot of you guys showed some concern and stuff for me and the fact that I was really sick in the last video. Feeling a lot better today. Just want to say thank you again, though, for showing that concern. It means a lot to me, but I am feeling a lot better today. Getting better every day. It's all good. It's just nothing serious. Just a pretty bad cold. Pretty sure. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. I mean, a lot of you guys are very, very kind and showing some love, so I appreciate that. What do I do here? Do I go Innkeeper's Talent? Maybe I do. I've had some really interesting games where Innkeeper's Talent would come in, and then we also could max it out. And then when we maxed it out, we were able to get double the counters on our enchantment when it came in, allowing my creatures to hit the opponent for 10, which is so ridiculous. Let's do this. 2, 4. Seems good to me. Opponent is definitely going to hit us with Day of Judgment here, though, right? You would think. I mean, maybe they're missing the land drop. You never know. It could be Deadly Cover Up, though, too, because they did run out a Soul Stone here. Or a Terminus, as Spider-Man would like to say. Beseech the Mirror. Okay, is that just a permanent card, though? Search your library for a card, exile face down. Bargain, you may cast a card without paying its mana cost. Oh, wow, so they could actually play Day of Judgment. I don't know why I thought if they wanted to get the free spell on the field, it was a permanent, but maybe they don't run Day of Judgment, though. Maybe it's just Deadly Cover Up and we're in the clear. Could be a cage. No, it is Day of Judgment. I thought maybe it was going to be a Star Cage or something, too. All right. I say full send here. They kind of needed to, you know, use a bargaining chip to go find that. So chances are they don't have another one. Don't mean to jinx myself, but all right. Not exactly the game I wanted. We didn't find any way to deal any additional damage with our red sources, but I'm sure we'll get one here pretty soon. We've had a lot of good games so far, so kind of loving this deck. Yeah, GG's. Okay, cool. Too much pressure, too fast. There's also a really cool one-shot in this deck that I want to show you guys. I really hope we get the opportunity. All right, we're going first. Hand looks good. Kind of similar to the last one. Wish I can get an elf to start things off, but oh well. So for the holidays, my mother-in-law got me this this jacket, and it's so soft. I've worn it every day since Christmas. It is so soft. I can't get enough of this thing. Fits so perfect too. I'm afraid to wash it because it's like the perfect size right now. And then Secret Santa we do in my family. Someone got me the hat. Someone got me a nice new hat. Thank goodness, because we needed one. My other black hat that we had for so long, I ruined it when the house was getting redone and the floors were being done. I was doing a lot of demolition stuff, and I was wearing it and destroyed it. All right, let's do this. You know what? I don't think they're gonna be drawing a ton of cards here. Let's get this down. Pump it up. It's got a good body to defend with. 4 toughness. Should be able to block the Chocobo if it, you know, even gets another counter. If it gets 2 counters because they have a Fabled Passage, that's a different story. That's fine. I'm thinking that I should probably be running fewer lands. I feel like we've been getting flooded quite a bit in these couple of games. Oh man, why did I think that was coming in untapped? I was trying to pump that up to the max. Oops. That was not the play. That was definitely not the play. Now if we get our enchantment, I'm gonna feel pretty bad because I'd like to max this out first. That's fine. That's fine. A singular land. Never mind. Not as fine as I thought it was. Okay, they don't pressure it though. That's really nice. I'm gonna do this first. Is that smart? 2, 4 plus. Okay. What's more important here, guys? I don't know. It's probably to get this down, right? Let's be real. Let's be real. This is the play. Now, anytime the opponent draws a card, it's going to be 5 damage because we are going to be able to give the O'Hara counter here. Really wanted to max out the talent, but that's too good of a card to pass up. All right, so now we're passively going to be able to deal damage when the opponent's drawing cards, and if we find any other creature whatsoever, play it. That's another 5 damage. So they're pretty much on the ropes here. No attacks. I know I could go wide here, but I have too many things I don't want to lose. We're going to wait to go wide when we have the one shot ready to go. Officially, the opponent is on the clock here. Chocobo just not enough to cut it, unfortunately. Somebody actually just sent me a deck list on Instagram, and this looks kind of eerily similar to that. Let me see if it's the same person here. Can you imagine? That'd be crazy. Crazy odds, right? Yeah, I mean, I did just make a version of this deck to myself, so it's like it could be a version of that. But this one is running the wagon. I don't think they were running the wagon. Yeah, they were not. But they still might be running Felidar and then also Doubling Season, which is the win con to the one we run. Oh, that's GG's. That's GG's, my friend. That's another 5 damage. Pump this up. And then the opponent is just going to take another 7 here if I attack, but I'm really just going to let him just draw a card. It doesn't matter. It does not matter how you do it. You could attack and win, or you could just wait right here and let them, you know, draw a card, and then they take 14 damage. 14 damage for drawing a card seems pretty unfair, but hey, that's the tax you pay. Good game. All right, we got the opponent going first. Our hand, it could be interesting for sure. I just don't see it though. I don't see the vision with this hand. It's just really slow with no ramp. And then having this without the ramp is also pretty bad. I really want to get this down to show you guys the one-shot combo. Yeah, I'm going to take a mulligan here. That's a lot better. Glad I did. I'm glad I did. Hello. Sorry, I saw your hello earlier. Just... Okay. This still could be bad though. Opponent in on having an aggro build here. Mono black aggro is very, very powerful and very quick. And so I equally have to be as quick, which is going to be tough when I'm going second. If I was going first, I'd have a lot of confidence here, but going second, not so much. They give the Badger Mole Cub the counter. Love that. Nowhere to run is crazy. Okay, well, that's probably the dagger that'll end it for unfortunately, that'll end it for us. Gotta play some defense here. Gotta block the miner, or even that, because they are gonna give me a 1/1 counter on the verge, assuming they don't load up. Smart. Leaving, well, not smart. Giving up 4 damage here. It's fine. Yeah. It's over though, guys. It's over. Unfortunately, just too slow of a start here. So if they send everybody here, that's 6 damage minimum. Make it 8. Make it 8 damage. That has menace, by the way, guys, in case anyone's wondering why I'm not blocking it. Darn it. Okay. GG's. Too fast. Too furious. Okay, I made a few adjustments to the mana base, added in a few more threats, cut a few lands. Nothing super major. Just 2 extra Vipers, took away 2 lands, and I feel like it's going to be a little bit better, because I feel like when we're up against aggro decks like that, or even control decks late in the game, having creature lands is going to be good, and then also just the ability to not get flooded is going to be nice. The flooding was just, that's kind of been our #1 enemy lately, is just the flooding. All right, we're gonna go red, pay 2 life, get this in right away. Maybe the Viper would have been the play, actually, because the Viper just might eat them alive, playing a bunch of little things like mana dorks and stuff. Is this true landfall, or are we doing... Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be true landfall here. How do we feel about this matchup, man? I don't know. I don't know. I don't love it. I'll tell you that much. I don't love it. Yeah, no blocks. Talent's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna play this for more red. I'm gonna pay the 2 life, get this down, and get a Viper down. Seems pretty good. Yeah, do I attack here or no? Feels like I should, because it just feels like they're both going to be over 3 power or 3 toughness anyways next turn, and that's not a very good trade for us. So let's just get the damage in. We'll take 6 damage here minimum. 6 to 8 damage here on this next turn is kind of crazy though. Might be even more depending if they have like a bristly bill. That'll work. Keep those plays coming. Wow, they didn't even hit a land drop. That's awesome. That's actually so awesome. I'd like to get this down first to deal more damage, right? But at the same time, this feels like a smarter move just to get that extra mana. Should have paid the mana down here for that. I don't know why the game did it that way, but whatever. Let's pay 1 for green. Do one of these. Get this down. And keep the pressure on the opponent here. I think we win this one just by sheer pressure. Not that I pulled off any sort of combos here or burning the opponent out, but yeah, it does feel like we got this one. If I can top deck the big enchantment, we got this in the bag next turn for a one-shot, but just waiting on the opponent here. I don't think they hit a land, which is really good news. It's actually great news. I don't know how many lands they're running, but not enough. Hydra's fine. More damage being dealt to their face. Oh, they did hit a land drop. That's fine though. Can chump block these guys if I need to, which I definitely need to. Funny enough, I think I'm gonna just block with the Badger Mole here because everything else is dealing damage passively, so I'll do that. And the Chocobo hits us for 4, taking us to 3. They only have 1 blocker here, so that should do it. That should be a big GG's here. Let's make sure we play this perfectly though, right? So if we attack in right now, give a counter to, let's say, this or whatever, they block here, and then we deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6 damage on this entering, and then 8 on them drawing a card. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's correct. They gotta block the 4. They have no choice. It has first strike. You don't have a choice, my friend, in what you block. The game has been decided. Here and here. Here and here. Here and here. If I highlight it, hopefully it'll help him pick this a little bit faster here. Yep. Or not. And I'm so confused. Okay, sure. You're just gonna lose now instead of later. Got it. Understood. All right, well, we had a contingency plan if they would have blocked correctly there. We had obviously deal 2 damage on the drawing. So not much of an exciting one again, but a very good win. I'll take it. All right, so we got ourselves a pretty quick way into an O'Hare, it seems. Let's keep it. We are lacking though in green mana, but the Badger Mole, I'm sorry, red mana, but the Badger Mole can give us more green. Okay, so yeah, I had that backwards. Thank God we drew a Stomping Ground because I don't know what I was saying there. I definitely needed more red mana. That Stomping Ground was clutch. Okay, tap you. This could be an insane turn, but also the opponent could have a sweeper next turn. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is either gonna be an incredible start or the worst luck we've ever had. Star Cage. Not a Star Cage, okay? Okay, not what I wanted. I was kind of hoping for a Faded Firepower there. All right, pump this up. Everything's gonna have a lot of ward, which is nice. Okay, can a boy get a Faded Firepower 1 time? Not a Day of Judgment, but could be a split up. Could definitely be a split up here. No, that's GG's then, isn't it? Is that not GG's? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Ah, they get lost. That's still not good enough though. They did it pre-combat too. Oh no. They should have waited till the combat step. I needed that. Really needed that. I didn't need it, but it would have been cool to hit it. Especially with the start that we had. You substitute out O'Hare for that and it's money, man. It's money in the bank. Still waiting for the great ramp start into the Fated Firepower. Can't wait till that happens for us. This hand though does have some great ramp into the O'Hare, so definitely worth keeping, especially with some of our burn effect guys out here. I'm starting to think that Saboteur should be like the 2 of, and we should have the other one that we just put in here, the Viper, as the 4 of, I'm thinking. Okay, starting town, multiple colors. Guessing it's gonna be Simic, my guess. Do we have a Drunith on turn 2? Or a Badgermole Cub? It's only gonna be one of those 2, I would imagine. I would imagine. Yep. Okay. I mean, we can keep pace, but they are going first, so it all depends on how absolutely crazy they get. If they get down their Ouroboros before we can kind of get the O'Hare thing going, gonna be in trouble here. All right, and they swing in. Got it. Let's do this. Let's do this for green. Perfect. All right, so we got 2, 4, 6, 7 lands. Okay, 7 lands to work with next turn. 7 mana. Okay, a cage is throwing me for a loop here. What the heck is that about? Are they more Naya? Are they kind of like our Naya build that we play all the time? Love that deck, by the way. And they are going to be able to get this card, whatever it is. It's either going to be Halana or Ouroboros if it's the deck I think it is. Oh, Sheltered by Ghost. That's also good enough. Sheltered by Ghost is actually really good because now that shuts down our ability to ramp anymore. How many lands do I have still? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4, 6. So we went from 7 mana to 4. Nice. Sheltered by Ghost is quite the card. So no matter what, I am going to play O'Hare. And then gonna have to wait 1 turn and then probably follow it up with the Sharpshooter into the Saboteur. Again, Fated Firepower would be such a great start. I gotta go check and see if I'm running 4 of those because I really should be. I think I am. Can't seem to find it though. I've got another O'Hare. It might benefit me here to get back my Badgermole Cub. Okay, they don't even attack though. That's a good find. That is a good find. Just waiting on the opponent here. They do have a lot of priority holds here. I don't know what their holds are for though. I feel like they've used up all the things they could do on board. Okay, Sharpshooter down. Might as well go full go here. All right, that's gonna be 4 damage thanks to our O'Hare, and then no attacks. Now, anytime I play a creature or I play a land, opponent's gonna be taking 4 damage a pop. We might be able to trick them too. Let's just say, hypothetically, we did top deck the Fated Firepower. We could swing in with just like 1 creature, like our O'Hare, and then they may not even block it thinking that there might be some sort of combat trick, but our combat trick would end up being, you know, adding, you know, 10 power to it. I kind of like the idea of doing this. Getting back another Badgermole from my opponent. Yeah, I don't mind. And then we'll bring this land in as a creature land. Oh, it's opposite triggers. Okay, cool. Let's get this down first. That way the sharpshooter triggers for more damage. Tap down. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Tap this for red. There we go. That's much better idea. Okay. And no attacks. Play defensively here. 12 damage is all I got to get through here the next couple of turns. If they use that air temple, we're in good shape here. Okay, that's okay. I was gonna say, it looks like that's their plan. All right, cool. Another creature. That means another 8 damage. Okay, and we just got to deal 4 more damage here. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers. Yeah, that's gonna be a GG's. Love it, man. Top 1400 player taking him out with again a deck list that didn't quite 100% get there. I mean, the O'Hare definitely did its thing. The deck was definitely doing what I intended it to do. I just feel like there's so much more leveling up that this deck has in potential, which is crazy to think about, because before recording I hit the Faded Firepower for a one shot that I want to get that feeling one more time. Okay, so I did check. We are running 4 Faded Firepower, so it's very strange that we haven't seen it nearly as many times as we did have. I also added in 1 more Viper and cut that 1 Saboteur. I think that's a better play. I think we're gonna get more damage out of this than we are the Saboteur. This hand is interesting. I don't have any ramp into the O'Hare, only 2 lands. Probably not gonna find the lands. This is better. See, here's the deal. I know we've been looking for this entire time, but this works the best when we get the Badgermole going. With just 1 Pollinator down, that's not really going to provide us as much as we'd hope. So I think the O'Hare in this spot is a little bit better, but one of these days we'll get a Badgermole and a Firepower and the world will be, you know, in a very good place. But right now, just getting unlucky. It is what it is. All right, so we got an Azorius player, probably gonna be a boatload of sweepers, and we're gonna lose, but let's still give this our best shot. Pollinator and a Needlehead. And then next turn we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We play the O'Hare, the tap land, and we're good. I mean, we might be able to get it done with the creature land though. It's a good time to have the creature land would be against a control player. Not a control player, got it. Not a control player. We could set them back pretty hard here by just playing the Viper bouncing effect, but I still think this is the play. Yeah, I think this is the play. I'm gonna actually play this land so I don't need to use the Pollinator play. Get as much damage as I can through here. Okay, so the opponent has instant speed magic, clearly, because they wouldn't be asking them whether or not they want to draw a card right now. 4 damage, down to 12. I love that, man. I absolutely love the Needlehead into the O'Hare. So clean. Okay, so what's going to be the play here? Is it going to be Battlefront? Day of Judgment. Wow. Okay, I didn't really anticipate the opponent having a just straight up sweeper like Day of Judgment. Like Star Cage for sure, but I didn't expect that, so good on them, I guess. They got us. It's kind of our weakness, man. Sweepers are kind of the weakness around here. And you do have a Star Cage as well. Very nice. Now I can't really get my attackers through either because you've got that in front of me. It's a 3/4. I guess it does get through. Might as well, right? They take the 3 down to 7. I don't have very high hopes about how this game's gonna end though. Another synthesizer, sure. Okay. And another land. All right, GG's. That's pretty much gonna do it. Just 2 sweepers back to back was enough to just kind of put us in a really bad spot there. So kind of our weakness. Okay, so we got another good hand here with Badger Mole. I'm going first. This hand's fantastic, actually. Let's try it out. Let's see what we can do here. See what we can do. Got the O'Hare, got the ability to ping them for cheap spells being cast. Ooh, that's fun. Double Badger Mole is always a good time. Could double up the counters here for the O'Hare. Could get pretty ridiculous. Maybe they're allies? Nah. Or is it? Is it allies? No. Sorry, that was a dumb joke. Okay, green. One of these. One of these. And one of these. Boom. Give the protection to the Badger Mole Cub. Now we're cooking though, man. We got a lot of mana to work with here. Badger Mole Cub has a little protection. Okay, so this is a much different Izzet deck than we normally see though. Oh, they actually run their Grixis. Okay. Oh, are they reanimating? Oh gosh, they're reanimating. This is fantastic for the reanimation pieces. Yeah, we're doing this. And we're doing this. Oh, we don't have the mana for that? Well, that's sad. Well, that's terrible. Oh well. Oh well. No attacks. I think we're just gonna chill, let them cast some spells here, hopefully cheaper spells. Get some Viper hits. There we go. Viper hits for 5. Oof. Oof. Can you imagine if we got hit for 5 for both those cards too? That would have been hilarious. Okay. That should be GG's, I think, right? Because they're gonna have to take some serious damage here for the Needlehead next turn, and I'm gonna get the extra counters here, I think, too. Let's be very meticulous about this. Gonna throw this down. 1, 2. Okay, yeah, pump this, and we might as well play this. It looks like. Okay, give the counters to this. 2, 4, 6 damage. Okay, so they can't kill this if I swing through. So we're gonna get that extra bit of damage going with the O'Hare at least. And now when they draw a card, they're taking 7 more damage. And if they cast a spell cheaper than 3 or 3 or cheaper, they're gonna take lethal damage. I mean, basically lethal damage if they draw a card too. Let's see. Okay. And then get to Terror the Peaks back. That gains them a little bit of life. Gains them a little bit of life. GG's, let's go. I was gonna say Sabatender is basically lethal if I draw into a land. A lot of things there, a lot of good things there. GG's. All right, opponent going first. We got the Badger Mole, we're keeping it. Any chance we get a Badger Mole, we're going for it. Red mana, okay. Oh, thank goodness. Pollinator off the top was actually pretty clutch there. Clearly though, they have a burn spell ready to go. Are they gonna use it on the Pollinator or my face? That's the big question. Burst Lightning, Shock. Yep. At least it wasn't on the Badger Mole Cub, so we got to be pretty happy with that. Firebend Ascension. Okay, so they're trying to build something up big for a big one shot. We're definitely going with the Cub. Let's see how this next turn plays out. I feel like it's going to be a big one. I really, really would like to see our enchantment though, man. Okay, so 2 mana. Oh, 3 mana actually. Oh no, that only counts for, yeah, they don't double up yet. And it's a lightning strike, of course. Nice. Nicely done. Let's do this. And the elf. Yeah, this one's not going great. We lost our ramp. We don't even have any of our big things in hand, so. Also going second against red, which never feels great. Some interesting firebending stuff going on, though. A lot of mana to work with. Very curious to see what they play here. You know they're probably running the same enchantment we're running, but they're going to pull it off, and we're not. How tragic would that be? No pump spells or anything. Okay. Doesn't utilize the mana either. Fling spell? What's going on? What's happening? Let's get down the pollinator here. It's more mana of any color that I need, which is great. No attacks. Let's just play defensively now. I mean, we might have a chance. It's a slim chance, but there's a chance. I mean, clearly the opponent has some spells they could cast here, but they're not creatures. Otherwise, they'd be playing them pre-combat, you would think, as a red player. So much mana to work with here. Maybe they were just waiting for this before they got down their big enchantment spell. Here it is, isn't it? I'm telling you, if that's what they have, I'm so unlucky. Bulk up, okay. Bulk up. Are we giving it trample? Not giving it trample, just wanting to get rid of my sharpshooter. Fair enough. Okay. And then we get some damage with the land drop and the saboteur, and I could get some damage through here as well. Thinking I should. I mean, this is gonna come down to the wire here. I don't know, man. I mean, they don't have any trample, which, I mean, it appears they don't have any trample, right? So this could end up in our favor. It could. Okay. I think I'm just gonna block with the saboteur here. I don't think it really matters, but I'm gonna block with it anyways. Okay. A lot of mana again, but not as much as last time. We took out one body already. Nothing at all, huh? Why waste the firebending if you're not gonna cast anything at all? You're just gonna throw your creature to the wolves here. Seems so odd. Oh, brother. We got the faded firepower. Hold on. For 2 additional damage a pop. Hold on. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. So if they don't block here, we win. This is gonna be sick. Here we go. If they don't block, we win. GG. GG, my friend. All right. Down to 3, they draw a card, I win the game. 3 and 3. Perfect. Faded firepower for the win. Finally, we got it, man. Thank goodness for that. We've been waiting for a while for that win. We haven't gotten that down. It's so weird, man. You would think we would have seen that so much more with it being a 4 of in the deck. I wish I could have given you guys better examples than what we got in this one, but I do think we're actually out of time for this video. But I want to thank you for watching. I got to go take my kids to the park and have some fun, get some fresh air for myself. And thank you again for watching. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the deck list, and we'll see you tomorrow with another one. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.